And look what I just found. Another thing of peanut butter. I feel like I'm at my bridal shower. Should we do that take again? Hey guys, I'm Lori Bergamato, style director at Good Housekeeping magazine. And I recently moved into a house after years of living in a very teeny tiny apartment, and almost as recently had a third child. So we are now a full house, 3 kids, myself, my husband, and we have one kitchen pantry that is containing all of our chaos. So I'm gonna show it to you. So up on the tippy top was basically just things that I knew I wouldn't need, things that we didn't want the kids to get their hands on. The next 2 shelves were supposed to be my baking shelves. So like you can see, we started out with really good intentions. There's some sugar, there's some raisins. If we were to go back here, there's a bin of like, I think that's canola oil, some chocolate chips, some food dye. That's like baking stuff. But then there's random oatmeal box. Why is that oatmeal box there? I have no idea. Then we moved down to this second baking shelf, and you see peanut butter, and there's coconut oil. There's random like Easter candy in there. So none of it really makes any sense. You can tell we just kind of started out with good intentions again and lost our way. This is a real special one because this shelf begins where we had hoped the kids would really be able to utilize the pantry. So I have a 9-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son, and my 9-year-old can definitely reach this shelf, no problem. My 7-year-old pretty much can reach it, but like the way that things are shoved in there, nobody, I mean, it doesn't matter how tall you are, it matters like how long your arms are. On top of all that, we've got some more baking goods over here. So you see the chocolate chips. And then, oh, baby food for my infant. Why is it over there? I have no idea. This is the cereal shelf. This is something that the kids can, and we encourage them to get their own cereal bowl, make their own cereal. This is the snack bin, or it was the snack bin. And this was the sort of thing that we're encouraging the kids to really, help make their school lunches and their school snacks. And if they come home from school and they want something, we do have healthier options in the fridge. Just want to make that clear. But this is sort of their, their junk food pile that they're allowed to have occasionally. So the Institute just sent me a whole host of boxes filled with goodies for my pantry makeover. I'm so excited to see what we got. I'm definitely gonna have to talk to Nicole though to tell me what these treasures are. This is from the Container Store. I think, do these baskets go in this wire frame? Ooh, a turntable. Okay, I love a turntable. So this is the Copco large non-skid shelf organizer. This is really cool. I like the tiers on this. So I wonder though what Nicole is going to tell me that these are the best use for, like maybe spices? I don't know.
Hey Lori, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to do this. I wish I could be in your kitchen doing it with you.
I know. I wish you could too soon, I hope.
Yes,
So
me too.
there's so many great things here, and some I think that I have an inclination. I'm like, oh, this will go really good with these snacks or spices or whatever. But some of them, I really need your help.
This was such a fun project to work on, being able to test these in real life circumstances. We're all home right now, so it really couldn't have come at a better time. So I really got to play with them all, use them all, see many different brands. And the ones that we sent you, like you said, are our award winners. And we can start with the Copco tiered shelves. That is something that I really love. So they're not brand new. They've been around for a little while now, but to me, they stand out the most. They have a couple of really cool features like the non-skid grips, and you'll see that anything you put on there won't just slip away.
Awesome. Okay, great. And I know you've seen pictures of my embarrassing, shameful pantry. And so a big problem for me was corralling all of the kids' snacks. And they come in so many different forms. They're like bar shaped, and then little baggies, and then really little baggies. Which item do you feel like is gonna be the game changer for me there? And for parents really everywhere, because snacks are a real struggle.
So this is definitely where bins come in handy. And we are looking for the same things, like we want things to be clear so you can see inside, or at least perforated so you can again see what's inside so you don't get things lost.
What are some other, I saw that there were some turntables, and I've just been sort of resistant to getting anything like that for this particular pantry, because I was like, oh, shape-wise, I don't feel like that works. But now that I see it and I'm like, oh, this is actually brilliant. I'm gonna actually have space to reach for things, because generally when I have to get something now, I have to take stuff out, push it aside, then dig. It's like, I feel like an archaeologist sometimes in that pantry.
True. I am the biggest naysayer when it comes to like little tchotchkes and extra containers. I feel like they almost take up more room than they're worth. But when I finally got to use all these turntables in all different sizes, I found them to be most useful in corners, for example. Things get stuck behind corners. So those turntables give you easy access to these items. So I use them in my pantry for example, I have all my smoothie ingredients on one turntable. So I know that when I'm making a smoothie, all I need to do is rotate them.
So this, I feel like, is really gonna streamline my life in a lot of ways. It seems like such a small thing to do, but I think it's gonna have a really huge footprint in my life. So thank you, I'm so excited.
This is so exciting. I'm so glad you get to try it out and just reorganize it. It'll save you a lot of time, of just a lot of frustration. I think that's the biggest thing. It'll make you feel so much better.
Okay, so let the clean out begin. This peanut butter, I think it's safe to say, is maybe done. Oh, and look what I just found. Another thing of peanut butter. Huge jar. Whole wheat flour, which by the way, I just went to the store on Monday. Today is Wednesday, and I just bought another whole wheat flour. Why? Because I didn't know I had this. Why didn't I know I had it? Because it's buried behind ancient relics of fluff and Nutella. Pretty sure I never have to buy oatmeal again, because I think I have oatmeal to last me 3 years minimum. So we are finally all cleaned out. The next order of business is for me to get in there and actually clean it. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. Check this out. This is the top half. So up top, where the popcorn maker was and just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, is now all corralled in that nice nifty storage bin that also has a lid, which has been great. This is now my baking shelf, which I realized I could easily streamline. I have some brown sugar in here, baking soda in the one in the back, some sugar, and I was able to take a lot of other items like nuts, baking powder, coconut, things like that I don't use as frequently or that come in sort of flimsy bags, and stack them in those 2 bins. And then this is sort of an extension of more baking items. So you can see I have chocolate chips in this bin, and then behind that I have some granola, which yes, I do bake with, a different kind of sugar in the back, and then this neat little turntable. This is from Utopia, and it really comes in so handy to just take a lot of those miscellaneous things that I either use for baking or, for making kids' lunches. Then we start getting into more kid-friendly territory. So we've got oatmeal in here, some snacks in here, and then the bottom half, which I'm super jazzed about. Okay, so this is pure kid bin. So on the top bin, we have a fruit-focused snack bin. So there's like pouches, dried fruit, let me pop down here, trail mix, dried apricot, things like that. Then we also have their morning vitamins, marshmallows in the back for when we do s'mores. And this is probably the most used bin in our household, which is the bar bin. because our kids love a good after-school nutrition bar. And I was able to do that with this cabinet shelf here. And here we go, cereal bins. Okay, so the cereal bins I'm obsessed with. I think they just keep everything looking so clean and neat. So we've got, over here we've got some cornflakes, we've got some Cheerios. This guy here is also so fun. This guy here is also so fun because we had remnants of other cereals, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Rice Krispies, things like that. And then we're gonna go down here. And this has become for bulk snacks. So this container from the Container Store, great for bagged items, any kind of snacky thing. We've got the big bags in the front, and then I put some like extra after school snacks in the back so that I don't have to run down to like the basement where we keep our overflow. I can just replenish from that bottom bin and pop it back up to that snack bin there. So I'm gonna show you one more time. We're gonna do from the bottom up. I'm super excited about the way this came out. I already feel a sense of zen and calm. I use this tiered shelf in the cabinet to organize all of my cans. And look at that. Thank you so much to the Good Housekeeping Institute, Nicole, and of course my messy pantry for allowing me to use the Good Housekeeping Storage Award winners to keep my pantry nice, neat, and organized, and hopefully now my entire life the same way. Thanks so much.